This is the first wheel throwing piece. I decided to do this one differently than I normally do my projects. I don't usually do cups, and I don't usually do decorations, and I don't usually do carved feet. So that's what I did on this one. And overall, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I kind of wish it had been a little taller, though. These are my stamps. I had the one in the top left made a long time ago, and I used that flower to make the flower stamp in the bottom left. I like how all of them turned out. These are my test tiles. They were pretty useful. So yeah. This is my artist-inspired piece. This is based on a Norwegian ale bowl. I found this in Jean Tolkheim's shop. I actually made two in case one broke or something, because I was really nervous about how the handles were going to fit. Neither of them broke, and so I'm pretty happy about that. I actually mixed two glazes to get the bottom color, and I'm happy with that. I wish the horse head handles had been more regular, because some of them are a little smaller, some of them are a little bigger. But overall, I think it looks pretty cool. This is one of the bowls we did. This is my non-modified bowl. This was actually a backup, and the one I really liked broke, so I used this one instead. I wheel through it, and then I used one of the ketchup bottles with slip in it to make the vines, and then for glazing, I did the white and green to try to highlight the vines. I don't like how it didn't stay on the tops of the vines, but I think overall it still looks pretty cool. I like how big it is. This is the second bowl we did. This is my modified bowl. It was also wheel thrown, and then I used slabs to make the peace sign in the middle. I really knew how I wanted to do this bowl. I knew that I wanted the light brown on the top and the white in the inside. I didn't know what to do for the outside, but I'm really happy with how this one turned out. These are a couple of spare bowls I made. I made these when I was trying to make really big stuff, and I would have it like stretched out and almost done, and the top would rip off. And so I'd recenter the bottom and just make little stuff because I could. And so I did these. And then to glaze them, I dipped them in a bunch of random browns and tans. And I'm really happy with how they came out. And I think they kind of match my lidded container. This is one of my two lidded containers. I tried a closed form, and that just didn't work out. So I had these cylinders already made. And so I decided to make lids for them. Making the lids was the first time I'd ever thrown off the hump, so that was kind of tricky, but it was fun at the end. I glazed this one, and I tried to use a needle tool and etch off some of the glaze around some of the drawings I'd made on the clay, and some of them came out pretty clear, and some of the other ones were just kind of pretty vague. But I like how the guy, there's a guy looking out of a tree with the telescope, and I like how that turned out. I don't like how the lid is so sloppy. It slides back and forth a lot. But that's just on one of them. This is my second lidded container. I made the lid just a little bit too big, so I had to wipe off the glaze on the inside so it would fit. So that was annoying. But I'm really happy with how the white turned out and the blue flowers painted on, because I've never done that before. So this is the second one. This is the first piece in my Unity series. I made flowers because I like flowers. So the inspiration for this first one was actually a SpongeBob flower from SpongeBob the TV show, and I'm happy with how it turned out. This is the second piece in my Unity series. This is also a flower. It's a little different. I was really nervous about how this one was going to turn out, but overall I'm really happy with it. I wish the blue glaze had come out a little bit lighter. You need to look pretty closely to see that it's blue. It's not black. But it's cool. This is the big main piece of my Unity series. I am extremely happy with this one because I had no idea how it was going to turn out. I knew I wanted to make a flower with like kind of 3 walls to it, but I didn't know how I was going to make it. So I just tried wheel throwing it, and it came out really cool. And then I upset the rim with my fingers and got it to have that ruffled look all the way around. It looked like it was going to crack a couple of times when it was drying just because it's so big, but it didn't, and I'm very happy with it. Glazing it was a pain. We actually had to spray on the white glaze and then paint on the green, blue, and purple. I was really hesitant to glaze this one because I didn't want it to not come out right. But then basically Christina said just do it, and so I did. But it was totally worth it. I love the marble in the middle, but I think the piece is really what takes all the attention.